Today, we're diving into an action-packed lineup of the top 5 action and war movies you must watch on Netflix, Apple TV+, and Amazon Prime. The Outpost, 2019, is a war action film directed by Rod Lurie, based on true events and focused on the Battle of Kamdesh during the war in Afghanistan. The story takes place at Combat Outpost Keating, a U.S. Army base located in a remote and vulnerable position surrounded by mountains. Because of its location, the base is constantly under threat from Taliban fighters, putting the soldiers stationed there in a dangerous and stressful situation. The movie follows the daily life of these soldiers as they deal with the challenges of being under constant attack. The main characters include Staff Sergeant Clint Rome Shaw and Specialist Ty Carter, who, along with their fellow soldiers, face the harsh realities of combat. As the film progresses, the situation at the outpost becomes increasingly tense, leading to a large-scale Taliban assault. The movie does a good job of showing the chaos and intensity of the battle, focusing on how the soldiers work together to survive. The film is realistic in its portrayal of military life, including the difficulties and risks the soldiers face every day. The Outpost also highlights the strong bonds formed between the soldiers as they rely on each other in this difficult environment. The movie is based on a book by Jake Tapper, which adds to its authenticity, and it effectively captures the bravery and dedication of the soldiers involved in the battle. The action sequences are intense and well executed, giving viewers a clear understanding of the dangers faced by the soldiers. Overall, The Outpost is a straightforward depiction of a real military event, focusing on the experiences of the soldiers without using overly emotional or dramatic language. The film provides a detailed and clear account of the battle, making it accessible to anyone interested in war films or military history.
Everybody fall back. Enemy in the wire. Find cover!
We need to retake this camp. We don't down there. Let's show them some love with the 120s.
You alright, mate? Come on, you're on the die, okay? RPG!
Special Forces, 2011, is an action war movie set in Afghanistan, following a tense rescue mission led by an elite team of French Special Forces soldiers. The story begins with Elsa Casanova, a French journalist, who is captured by the Taliban while reporting in the region. Her situation becomes dire as her captors threaten to execute her, prompting the French government to send a Special Forces unit to save her. The team is led by Commander Kovacs, and includes skilled soldiers who are experienced in handling such high-risk missions. They manage to locate Elsa, but the extraction proves to be more complicated than expected. As they attempt to make their way back to safety, they are pursued by Taliban fighters, facing relentless attacks and navigating through the unforgiving terrain of the Afghan mountains. The journey is fraught with challenges, testing the soldiers' skills, endurance, and unity. As the team fights to protect Elsa and themselves, the film focuses on the tactical maneuvers and combat strategies used to survive in such hostile conditions. The movie also shows the rugged landscapes of Afghanistan, which add to the dangers they face. Alongside the action, there are moments that explore the difficulties and mental strain the soldiers experience, highlighting the sacrifices made in military service. The film does not focus on complex plot twists, but rather on the straightforward narrative of a rescue mission under extreme circumstances. The interactions between Elsa and her rescuers develop as they all struggle to stay alive, adding a layer of human connection to the intense military action. Special Forces provides a clear and direct portrayal of a rescue operation, emphasizing both the physical and mental demands on soldiers, set against the backdrop of ongoing conflict. Jarhead, 2005, is a war drama that focuses on the experiences of a young Marine, Anthony Swafford, during the Gulf War. Directed by Sam Mendes and based on a memoir, the movie provides a different take on military life by emphasizing the psychological and emotional challenges faced by soldiers rather than the physical combat itself. The story begins with Swaff, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, going through tough training to become a sniper in the Marine Corps. Once he and his unit are deployed to the Saudi Arabian desert as part of Operation Desert Storm, they prepare for intense battles. However, instead of engaging in combat, they find themselves waiting for long periods, dealing with boredom, frustration, and the mental strain of being in a war zone without any action. The film shows how the soldiers cope with the isolation, the repetitive routine, and the uncertainty of their mission. It also delves into the relationships within the unit, showing both camaraderie and tension among the Marines as they navigate their deployment. Swaff's interactions with his fellow Marines, including Staff Sergeant Sykes, played by Jamie Foxx, and his sniper partner Troy, played by Peter Sarsgaard, highlight the mix of emotions that come with being far from home and in a hostile environment. The film does not focus on battle scenes, but rather on the internal struggles the soldiers face as they try to make sense of their situation. The cinematography captures the vast and empty desert, creating a backdrop that emphasizes the soldiers' sense of disconnection and the surreal nature of their experience. Overall, Jarhead provides a realistic and thought-provoking look at what it means to be a soldier in a war where the enemy is often unseen, and the real battle is within the mind. Act of Valor, 2012, is an action thriller that's different from other films because it features real-life U.S. Navy SEALs in the main roles, giving it a realistic and authentic feel. Directed by Mike McCoy and Scott Waugh, the movie is based on real military missions and shows the dangerous and intense world of Navy SEALs. The story begins with a group of SEALs assigned to rescue a CIA operative named Lisa Morales, who has been kidnapped by terrorists. As they work to save her, they discover that the kidnapping is part of a bigger and more dangerous plot that threatens the safety of the United States. The SEAL team quickly realizes that they need to stop this global terrorist network before it's too late. The movie is packed with action scenes that are filmed using live ammunition and real military tactics, which makes the combat scenes feel very real and intense. The SEALs engage in various operations, from rescues to surveillance, and the film captures the high level of skill and bravery required for these missions. Although the acting is not what you'd typically see in Hollywood films, since the cast is made up of actual Navy SEALs rather than professional actors, the movie's focus is more on showing the realities of military life and the difficult choices these soldiers have to make. The film emphasizes the strong bond between the team members and the risks they take to complete their mission. Overall, Act of Valor gives viewers a close look at the operations and sacrifices of Navy SEALs, offering a tribute to their courage and dedication. The movie's straightforward approach to storytelling, combined with its realistic action sequences, makes it a gripping watch that doesn't rely on dramatic or emotional language to tell its story.
This is a personnel proceed. Recover the package and move to extract.
Got it.
And that's a wrap for today's Film Flicks. I hope you're as excited as I am to dive into these incredible movies. Rescue Under Fire, 2017, also known as Zona Hostil, is a Spanish war action movie based on true events that portrays a dangerous military rescue mission in Afghanistan. The film tells the story of a Spanish medical team sent to rescue a U.S. convoy that has been hit by an IED. However, during the rescue attempt, their helicopter crashes, leaving the team stranded in a hostile area under constant enemy fire. With limited time and increasing danger, a Spanish army unit, led by Lieutenant Conti, is dispatched to extract the survivors. The movie focuses on the challenges the soldiers face as they navigate through enemy territory, trying to stay alive while under heavy attack. The soldiers demonstrate courage and resilience as they work together to survive the mission. The film captures the intensity of battlefield situations, showing the soldiers' tactical maneuvers and the tough decisions they must make. It also highlights the strong bonds between the soldiers as they support each other in extreme conditions. The harsh Afghan landscape adds to the tension of the movie, making the mission even more difficult. Throughout the film, viewers are shown the real-life dangers faced by military personnel during rescue operations in war zones. Rescue Under Fire is a straightforward depiction of a high-stakes military mission, focusing on the teamwork, bravery, and determination of the soldiers involved. The film does not rely on plot twists or emotional language, but instead provides a clear and detailed look at the mission, from the initial attack to the challenging rescue attempt. The movie offers an engaging and realistic portrayal of the soldiers' experiences, paying tribute to their bravery and the harsh realities of combat. Be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. From high-stakes combat to thrilling action sequences, these films have something for every action enthusiast. So, get ready for some heart-pounding excitement as we explore these must-see movies. I'm Pomid from Film Flick.
Recover the package